Hey everyone, welcome to the next episode of the TOS Talks podcast. If you're new, I hope you'll enjoy it here. If you're returning, thank you. And I hope you continue to spend a little bit of time of your day, whether watching the gameplay or having the video in the background while I talk your ear off for a half hour. This episode is a little different, as you can see, but I wanted to try it out. We have a friend of mine playing Slime Rancher 2, and just before I get on with a brief segment on good news, I encourage you, if you haven't already, like and subscribe to the channel and the Podcast Moments channel. It helps us grow and it pushes my yapping to more people's ears. Alright, well, as for good news, conveniently enough, I actually got my car today. We bought it back in January, and it had a bunch of problems with it that we tried to fix ourselves. If you guys watched my video, the I'm Back video, or the Where I've Been video, I actually changed the title. I don't really know if people noticed that, but I did. But in that video, I talked about how my car was like having a bunch of problems and I was trying to fix it, and then I'd take it to the shop, blah blah blah. But we ended up getting it through. I have the car today. It's running smoothly. It's very nice. I already did an errand that my mom told me to do. I seen someone that I knew somehow, like by a bus stop, and I'm gonna go talk to him. I went to a restaurant that I like. I went to work because my boss, he was sick, and then I guess my other manager sprained her ankle, so I was filling in for her today. And we were pretty busy today, and so that was fun. I seen one of my friends that I hadn't seen in a while because I stopped working weekdays because school was getting crazy. Speaking of school, yeah, I got out on Friday. Today's June 12th. I just got out on June 6th, I think, and it's been pretty nice, pretty relaxing. I know I have a bunch of stuff to do later, but, it's okay. And I'm a senior now. That's was kind of crazy because I mean, when I started this channel, I was in 7th grade with my dad's Surface Pro, and then I started my original channel that, like, I don't even know what friends know about that one, but I started that one when I was in 4th grade, and I just played games on my phone. That was something. I averaged like 20 views a video. Yeah. All right, but about bad news though. I actually don't really have any bad news, and I mean, and that's nice. That's a good place to be in, right? And I mean, those times when you don't really have anything bad in your life, or like you don't really have any bad news. I mean, that's really nice. Like I actually I wish everybody I knew, including, well, even people I didn't know, like I just wish everyone just at least for a little bit had those moments where they just not have to worry about anything. Like everything's good, I mean, I feel like a lot of people think that, but that's just a really like unrealistic expectation that people would have for people. But that's just a really unrealistic desire that I feel like a lot of people have. I mean, it's very unfortunate that it's unrealistic, but I mean, it's just how it is. But and then also, if you are in one of those times where you like do have like something bad going on in your life, like you have family problems, relationship problems, stuff even related to like overthinking, I mean, that's totally okay. Like I've had a lot of those moments. Like luckily it's just thanks to the things that I've surrounded myself with, just the timing of everything, like just how everything in my life is going so far. I just don't really struggle with like many of those things right now. Well, I do struggle with those things every single day pretty much, but it's not like invasive, right? Like you can deal with those things and hopefully it's manageable, but like, yeah, you can have those things and still just push through, right? Like that's a realistic desire that people should have for other people. Like that's the one I have, because that's just I just want people to be able to push through anything that they have going on, just so they don't have to sit in that turmoil. It's just not a good mindset to have, that like, oh, everything sucks and I don't really know what to do about it. Like I'm not going to be able to push through. Yeah, I don't want anyone thinking like that, because I mean, that would just suck, I don't want anyone's life to just suck, like I feel like there's those people who like their lives suck and then they try to take it out on other people to make their life suck on purpose, and then now everybody's life sucks. I also just wish people wouldn't do that, because I mean, like I know your life sucks, but you shouldn't spread it to other people just because you're salty that like other people's lives are going well. But just earlier I just mentioned overthinking, right? That's gonna be the topic of this video. Because that's out of like all the problems I listed earlier. That's probably the biggest one that I've dealt with. Like I said earlier, I deal with it every single day. It's a very bad habit that a lot of people have, me included. And it's just it's a really hard thing to like manage because you can't really stop it. I mean, if you put it this way, it's like trying to like put a person just like with their hands, like not even Spider-Man, just trying to get like some regular guy trying to stop a train that's going like full speed, right? Like you can't really. It's kind of just gonna have its way. Like it's just gonna keep going and it's gonna hurt you, literally. But anyways, yeah, I just want to say how I'm gonna talk about here like how overthinking kind of messed with my relationship a lot. And actually, I should have mentioned this in just the last episode about relationship stuff. I honestly didn't say much in that episode because we were recording at like 2 a.m. and everyone else talking was just putting me to sleep. Like, not that I didn't like it, but like I was just tired. Okay. Yeah, we've been going on for about 7 months, and towards the beginning, we actually had like some weird thing happen where like someone was like, I don't really know if they were jealous or like what, I don't know what was happening, but they like ended up spreading misinformation to me about something with my girlfriend and my best friend that like was very obvious to not be true, but to me, who was like very cautious about women, even though I didn't really ever have a girlfriend before her, so I don't really know what the problem was. But I guess I sort of just believed him. I mean, no one's ever really lied to me like that, and I didn't think that they would lie to me because I mean they're my friends. But I mean, I guess that's just how you learn that people are just gonna lie. But at the time, yeah, no, I didn't believe what I was feeling. Yeah, but at the time, yeah, no, I mean, I believed what they said. I was like, okay, well, what the heck? And so I was only like probably a couple weeks into the relationship, and I was like, and I went about it the wrong way, obviously, because I was new. But I mean, we learn from it. But I went about it the wrong way. I didn't really say like, hey, did people are saying this is true? I mean, like, are they just lying? Like, you tell me. No, I went about it like, honestly, I can't remember, but I feel like it was more something towards like, why did you do that, or like, or something like that, and it hurt her a lot. Like, and I feel like that was a really bad because it wasn't really like a first impression of the relationship. It was like a 1.5 because the relationship was going on for like maybe 2 or 3 weeks, maybe even a month at the time. And then so anyways, and so I kind of just feel really bad for that moment. And like I remember I was like in the school bathroom, like sitting on my phone, like during the entire thing, and I was sitting there for even longer, just like apologizing to her. So I was like, she was telling me like, why are you talking, like, she's basically like, why are you talking to me like this, like you even like, she basically said how I didn't go about it the right way. And I was like, oh shoot, yeah, what am I even doing? I'm sorry, like, all this stuff. And I was like, I felt really bad. And I was like, wow, two things. I just realized someone lied to me, and like that's never happened to me before. Like, I mean, people have probably lied to me before, but like no one's actually lied to me, like spreading misinformation and then like try to like ruin my relationship, because I know I'm 100% sure that I wasn't true. Obviously, if it was, I would have known from more people that I like knew, because actually these people I didn't actually know them that well. So I guess that's one red flag. And two, I hurt my girlfriend when I didn't even mean to, and it's just because, I mean, when that person lied to me, it just caused me to think all these scenarios, like, and it just made me just believe that it was true. Like, I was like, yeah, there's no way this person told me this, and so it's got to be true. Like, I'm not even gonna question it. And like, honestly, I might have wanted to question it, but then it just came out like, into a confrontation rather than a question, just like a normal question. But after all that, we made up. Everything was okay. I mean, it was very obvious that it was okay. I mean, that honestly at this point it probably would have been like about a year and a half ago. And something from it that it's just so good. Like, it's something that everybody needs. And I don't know, it's very important to me, like it would be important to any other person who overthinks, because anyone who overthinks, like, especially people who overthink frequently, I know that they need this, and I know that they know that they need this. And so, and once you just have it, it's like the best thing ever. And it's someone who listens to you when you're overthinking. Like, the best thing that you can do when you're overthinking is to just don't, like, if it's about the person you're with, like, don't try to make it sound like you're accusing them, because that's like the opposite, like the complete opposite what you want to do, obviously. But just tell them what's happening and like how it's making you feel. Like, I mean, I feel like I'm doing like communication 101, but just, I mean, I don't know. And you do that, and what you want is that the person they just listen to you, and they like understand like kind of where you're coming from, whether it's like a completely wild thing or if it's like maybe it was just you were overthinking about something and like that they something that they did and then you took it the wrong way and they're like, oh yeah, I see how that could have ended up like that, and then and yeah, and what you want is just someone that's like they validate your thinking, and then they just give you like reassurance and like how it's not true, and just when you get that, it's like I swear it's magical, bro, because I mean, when you get that kind of like reassurance, that's like you know that they're being genuine, like they like you can just feel like how much they understand you, and it's like actually really it's not weird, but it's like you're like literally in my brain. It's just and that's what everyone should have, and like once I was able to like do what I'm saying like you should do, like once I was able to like fully like come out with what I'm overthinking about, just so I can like get it off my chest, so I can just let it go, because it's like the biggest weight ever on my shoulders, and like anybody who overthinks a lot, it's probably the biggest weight on their shoulders too. And like when you're just able to just rip the band-aid off, just like throw the weights down, and it's just like it's so nice. And then having that person who like validates your thinking and gives you reassurance is like they're taking the extra weights off the barbell and putting it back up on the rack, you know, like and just in summary, all I'm saying is that to have that extra person who like understands you almost as much as you do, or somehow more than you do, who's able to be in your head that much and just know like why you're thinking this way, and how they can make you, you know, feel better and like not be overthinking so much. It's just a really nice thing to have, and I pray that literally everybody gets this, because it's the best thing that like anyone could have, especially people who overthink a lot, because like your life just becomes infinitely better. Like I swear, like the second I started doing this, like I became so much happier. Like it's honestly half the reason why I feel as good as I do right now. Like earlier when I was saying I don't really have any bad news, blah blah blah. Yeah, it's because I'm not really dealing with the things that I mentioned earlier that would be like some sort of bad news at that much of a magnitude, because I found that person who I'm making it sound like you have to have another person to do this, or like a significant other to do this, but like honestly, you could just have like a really good friend, like a really close friend, or if you really want to honestly doing it yourself. Like if you're overthinking about maybe someone not liking you, or like thinking that like because someone doesn't like you like as a friend, or someone doesn't like you back, and you think it's just because you're ugly, or you're awkward, or you're like weird or whatever, just like looking in the mirror and telling yourself like the opposite of those things, like just telling yourself like I am enough, or I'm not weird, or I'm beautiful, or something like that. They might sound corny, but like I swear if you actually do it, like I haven't done it myself, but like I just like I know like other people who do it, it actually works very well. And on more about my struggles with overthinking, so even like with the significant other out of the picture, like I like I've gone about my days just like talking to my friends. I would like hear something, like, or someone would say something to me, and later I would just think about what they were saying, and or even in the moment I might even be like, okay, wait, why did they say that? That was, and they might have even meant it like that, but like to me, like it I just think about it for long enough without talking to them about it, because some of those people I might not know them too well, so it's just like weird to come up to them about it, and it'll just be like the way they said something, or like what they said just makes me think that they don't like me. And honestly, that's even happened. Bringing the significant other back into the picture, like it's even been something as simple as that. Like they would just say something or do something a certain way towards me, and I would just think that they don't like me anymore for some reason. I don't really know how that works. Other overthinkers, you're probably in the same amount of confusion as me. And for those of you who deal with overthinking in relation to family drama or like family problems, I never, even with my family problems, I haven't actually dealt with this. I don't really know how. Like anything that's ever been told to me, like as a kid, like referring to like divorce or like anything, like I don't really know what's wrong with me, but I kind of just said, oh, okay. Apart from like one time, and I mean, it was a valid reaction. It was just like crying, but a lot of the time I would just be like, oh, okay. Not that I thought it was like normal, but like I just didn't really think about it. But for those of you who dealt with divorce from like a young age, or are dealing with it right now, I would just tell you that it's not your fault, and it's okay to think that it is your fault, just because I mean I guess that's just what a lot of people default to. Like they were married since before I was born. Now I'm born. Now they want to divorce. Blah blah blah. Like, you know, all that. But the reason why your mom gave birth to you is because she loves you, and she had wanted to support you. Like, she's not supporting you just so you could turn 18 and move out of her house. No, that would be kind of crazy, and that would be a huge waste of their money in that case. But, you know, I'm just telling you. I wish I could give more advice relating to this, just because, you know, I mean, I wanna be a help, but it's a little bit harder when I haven't really dealt with this kind of thing. Like, I mean, it was better with relationship type overthinking, but with family stuff, it's not as easy. But just know there's a lot of people who deal with this kind of thing, like me included, and so it might be pretty easy to find like another friend who might be dealing with the same thing. Hopefully you guys are comfortable enough to just talk about it with each other and be able to process those thoughts. Like with my girlfriend, like just with other stuff, having them be there so they can process your thoughts because they want to. It's very nice to have, and it's very healthy for you, and you can just do that with therapy as well. I mean, that's what therapy is for, is to process your thoughts. And so I'm just saying, there's just a lot of things that you can do to, you know, help yourself out of these kinds of things, because overthinking is just, they say overthinking is the devil, and I mean yeah, I mean that's where it comes from. It's the devil trying to deceive you. And so, and if you believe in that kind of thing, then if you're overthinking, then you know it's just deceit. And so why are you still thinking about it? I mean, it's way harder. It's way easier said than done. But if you believe in that kind of thing, like I believe in that kind of thing, like if you just realize that the things you're overthinking about is just the devil trying to say that you're not good enough, or whatever you're believing that's like being detrimental to you. If you do believe in that kind of thing, and you're like not spiraling too much, like if you just realize that the devil's just trying to deceive you, and you just cast your anxieties and all that stuff onto God, then it's like you could even do it that way. In any case, you should do it that way if you believe that kind of thing, because it's just it helps you a lot. Like I've had a lot of relationship struggles with my girlfriend in the past, and just in every single time like that, I prayed to him, and it's helped me every single time. And in the end, it always turned out better. And just know, if there's anything that you're just dealing with in general and you're overthinking, it's just like making it worse. If you don't believe in that kind of thing, just know, if you are overthinking, that I promise that you will get through it, whether you take help for it or if you don't, because there is nothing in life that lasts forever except for relationships and your life with God, because that's just what I believe. But regardless of what the belief is of things that last forever, just know that overthinking, or anything that you're overthinking about, is not one of them. And so if you can just remember that in those times, like whether you believe in God to like cast your anxieties or not, then that's very helpful. And every human is resilient. You're resilient, and you're able to just fight through whatever it is you're overthinking about. Because I mean, if you're watching this right now, you may or may not be overthinking, and I guarantee you've overthought in the past and you made it from there. And whatever you're overthinking about may not even exist anymore. And so what's up? But in my solo episode, that's just a huge spiel I wanted to go on about, because I just feel like it's a really big thing that I deal with a lot, and I feel like it's something that other people deal with a lot, and I feel like it just needs to be talked about. And so as I close, I just want to say that you aren't alone in whatever you're overthinking about. There are other people who may even be overthinking about the same thing, because I feel like overthinking is a really common thing, even with people who don't do it a lot. Like, I know every human has done it, and it's not a good feeling at all. And so again, just having someone who's able to help process your thoughts and just give you reassurance it's just the best thing you can have. And so before I start repeating myself, when I feel like I already have, I just want to say I thank you guys for watching this episode. And as you guys go about your days, your weeks, whether you guys are just waiting for the next episode, if you guys are waiting for something to happen, if you're waiting for your overthinking just go away, I just hope you guys just take in everything that you're hearing from this video. And I hope you guys learn something, and I hope you guys are able to incorporate this in your own life so you can be able to just have an easier life, because that's what I want for everybody, including myself. Everyone wants an easy life. And a life without overthinking is a pretty easy life, unless you work a blue-collar job. So I mean, that about does it for this episode. I really hope you guys like this. And luckily, I'm recording this video very early because I need to record the next one very soon, because in about a week, I'm going to a week-long camp. And so the next episode will end up being posted just before that. So the next episode will have to be recorded before this episode is out. So we're able to keep the cycle, and I'm not having a very little time to edit or do whatever I need to do for the video in the like 1 week I would have. Luckily, even if we did record in the last few days, like I have a crew that's able to help me out, and it would be pretty easy for them to help now that it's summer, because with finals about last week, I had no time, and so thanks to my crew, I was able to get that 2-hour video out, and it was edited in just a day, I think, because I think they had like one final, so they had to study for that, so they didn't have much time either. But to be fair, I had 4, and so, you know, I mean, we're not in a competition, but anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys very soon. And if you're overthinking, I pray that it just ends as soon as possible, and that you talk to the people that are close to you so they can help you out.